Hey, okay, this is the first time we are recording in this room. I hope that the lighting's good. I've been working on it, and I hope that it's not too echoey. So if you're seeing this, it worked. Hi, I'm Amber Anderson, also known as AmBZ Fit across all platforms. I am a wellness competitor, bodybuilder, coach, photographer, and now I'm getting into a little posing. So I want to start off with just some simple wellness posing. We're gonna go over the stretches that we need to do beforehand, how we should walk out, our facial expressions, our body language. We're going to go over everything in this series. So just stick with me. This is stage 1. So we're going to go over the bare minimum basics. And comment below if you've tried any of this, if any of these cues work for you. And I cannot wait to see your videos. Happy posing. I start with just some simple stretches. After my stretches, I go ahead and put my heels on. I like to walk around the house a couple times in them. If you're at the gym, just take a couple of good steps in your heels, not pooching your butt out, not doing any of that. Just loosen up your hips, get used to being in these heels. So that's what we're doing right now. Just some walking. Really get them hips loosen up. So the very first thing we're gonna do is we're going to act like, let me see, maybe about right here. So if you were looking at yourself in a mirror, you want to act like there's a string coming right out of the top of your lower back, going straight up into the ceiling. So we're here. Our upper glutes are out. We're standing tall. Our shoulders are back, right? All right. And then we're dragging that back foot. Try to do it slow for y'all. We're just dragging that back foot around, okay? So when you put it together, it's gonna look something like this. Going as slow as I can so y'all can catch it, okay? But you're just dragging that back foot around, okay? We're standing tall, shoulders back. We have that string going from the ceiling to the top of our lower back. Chin up. We're catching every judge's eye, and that is a main focus for me. So I want you to know that from the very beginning. When you're walking and you are performing, whether you're performing for your camera, your parent, your significant other, anyone, whoever you're posing for, you want to make sure that you're making contact. Even if you're just setting up stuffed animals on your couch, make sure you're making eye contact with each one. That is very important. Don't want to leave that out. I want to go ahead and say it because you'll notice a lot of times with me in the videos, I'm not looking at you in the camera when I'm posing. I am literally going back and forth between those judges. No one else's opinion matters in that crowd at that very moment. I'm focused on the judges. I'm flirty. I'm fun. I'm letting them know, hey, I'm here and I'm who you want to see, okay? That confidence that will reign out with you making that eye contact will help everything. It will help you with dealing with the jitters of being on stage, regardless of the crowd size. It will help you just focus on you, focus on your posing, focus on your breathing, focus on them. It's smooth sailing from there, okay? Easier said than done, but I promise, you work through these cues, it's gonna be simple when you get to stage. So not always paying attention to your camera, but paying attention to random spots on your wall, art, dogs, stuffed animals, whatever it may be. All right, so we're gonna get back to the walk. We're not doing that. We're just getting graceful. We're gonna stop sliding those feet around the back and we're gonna start picking them up and bringing them around. Still in the same motion as the drag, but we're now just picking up, right? keeping those hands from swaying. We're very poised. Shoulders back, sliding that foot around. Making sure that we have sway in our hips, but we're still glutes up like we're balancing a glass on top of that shelf, okay? Smooth, delicate, poise, and ready for the next move. Okay, so after we get our walk down, we're gonna work on just the simple poses, our front pose first. Okay, so depending on whether you are right dominant or left dominant will depend on how you are comfortable in your front pose. I'm right-sided, so mine's going to look like this. We're at 2 o'clock here, and we're at 12 o'clock here. We're putting all of our pressure on our back foot. This front foot should be able to wave around very freely the entire time. So I want you to lean in to that back foot, push that glute towards the wall and really feel that push, okay? That's where we're standing. You should still be able to pick this foot up the entire time. We're sucking in, we're vacuumed, we're standing tall, our shoulders are aligned out in front of us, and we are just sitting on this front toe here, but also watch here. We're not just leaning back into this glute. With this one, I want you to bring it up. So you're here. You want to be aligned, pushed back, shoulders perfect. You don't want them here. You don't want to flare. You just want to be relaxed. Okay? So now I'm going to turn sideways so you can see this from a couple of different angles. Watch my hip drop. We don't want this. You want to be aligned. Okay, so that's pose one. So now we have our walk down, and we are here. Now, without getting into too big of a transition in this first session, we're gonna work on just our side pose next. So, you've done your front pose, now we need to get into our side pose. Depending on right or left, depends on your side pose as well. I showed you my front pose, but there's also, this could be your front pose, right? So if we're here, then quarter turn to the right, you're still stepping forward and you're still here, okay? So for me, right dominant, my left is forward, so I'm going to just shift here. From here, we're gonna start with our feet. Your back foot needs to be in front so that I can see that calf. The judges need to see that calf, okay? So you want to be tall, you want to be firm, you don't want to be slouched. You wanna be tall, push back into that glute. Stomach vacuumed or tight. We're not pushing our shoulders forward too much, but we are putting a huge twist, massive twist from here to here. So just, you're pushing here, but you're also pushing here. Does that make sense? So we're gonna just bring it all together. All right, so what do we have next? We have our back pose. Your wellness, you're one from your back pose, right? So you have to make sure that you're hitting all your cues here. It can be really tricky depending on your height. I'm 5'6", so with that being said, like, where do we put our feet? How do we angle correctly to make sure that we're hitting the pose? And how do we push our glutes out without flexing them and making ourselves show striations or look boxy? But if you can get the walk down, you can get the back pose down. So remember in the walk when I said we are acting like there's a string right here to the ceiling, right? We're like a little puppet on a string. Okay, so with that being said, we want the same look in the back pose. When we come from our side and we get ready to go into our back pose, you want to come down. You don't want to bend all the way over. We're not trying to see, that shot's not gonna earn you more points, okay? You want to, I like to push off of my quads, about right here with my hand, not too much because I don't want to flex my back and look like I'm bringing my shoulder blades in. So you want to keep it really relaxed, and it's just a push here, okay? So kind of watch my body. I'm just in the position, and then I'm pushed back in the position for the judges to see. So when I get in my back pose, I'm hinging to feel my glutes pop out. Then I'm pushing my body up off of my quads. And now I'm fired up from my quads, my hamstrings, my glutes. Your core should be tight. My triceps are popping because I'm pushing off of my quads, and I'm not standing too far down. I'm pushed up. I could hold this forever, okay? So we're hinging and pushing back up. We're not here. We're not super slouched. So back pose, hinging, pushing off of it, okay? Back pose, hinging, pushing off of it. So we'll do it from the back. So if I'm in my right pose, I'm on my right. I'm going to the back. I'm hinging, pushing back up off of it. So I'm sure you know at this point, your next side pose is going to be exactly like your first side pose, right? So we're here. Foot out in front so you can see the calf. And we're twisting. All right, so now we're gonna put all this back together, and where do we go from there? We have to learn some kind of transitions, right? So I'm gonna go over just some simple basic transitions with you guys today, just to get you from one pose to the other. And then I think that's gonna be the end of this video. First pose we're gonna hit is our front pose, right? And then I'm gonna just do quarter turn, quarter turn, quarter turn. And that's exactly how it's gonna be on stage. Now, this is not for your routine. Your routine is going to be together the best qualities of your physique, and that's what you showcase there, hitting a few of these poses. It's quick, it's to the point, it's perfect. You go on about your business. But when you come back out, or when you come back out for first call or for awards, a lot of times they will have you go through all these poses in a line, and that's when you really need to make sure that you're able to hit every single one of these poses, even if it's not in your routine. All right, so we're gonna walk out. Front pose. Remember, you want this glute up, but you want all your weight on this back foot, glute pushed out, and still standing up tall. All right, now from here, we have a quarter turn. The best way to get into the quarter turn from here is just to simply come down, put all your weight on that front foot, and now push that glute back out, right? And then just open it up. So if you are here, if you are here and you're in your your front pose, and you need to quarter turn to the right, My best suggestion would be to take your front foot that is free right now, right? And we're gonna just kind of sit back on it, come forward, and then open up, okay? So that is your first quarter turn. Second quarter turn. Your basic, easiest way to get from this movement, for me, has been this. And it's gonna be a count, okay? So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're hinge and we're sitting up. Okay? So I'm gonna do that for you one more time. We're in our side pose, getting ready to go in our back quarter turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hinge, push out. Okay? So now we're here. We're in our back pose, right? Now we have to get to our other side pose. Here we go. Quarter turn. We're going to step 1, turn 2, back foot out, 3, and turn into it, 4. Now to front pose from here, we're gonna just simply turn, and you're either going to hit it here, or you're going to be here. And if you're left dominant and you're more comfortable the other way, when you turn, you just sit back into it. Make sure your glutes up. Okay, so I think that's all the cues that we can really go over today. I'm gonna do these movements just a couple times, and you can do them with me, or you can just watch and rewind this as you needed. I'm super excited that you came today, and I hope you come back for more of this series on the basics of posing.